It's the Scotty Ray Report, reliable, fast, and true. Headlines, weather, local news, he brings it all to you. From the courthouse to the back roads, he don't miss a thing. Traffic storms, communities on top of everything. Bringing you the news you need at home or on your drive. Listen in, it's Scotty Ray time.
And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie joins me as we move into this Tuesday morning. 66.
Yes.
Nice weather coming
good.
in.
Oh, man, it is going to be something. A little bit of moisture could be coming in the next couple of days, but hey, right now it's nice.
50% chance of rain this afternoon after 5 o'clock is what we've got. The further south you go, the more the chance of rain will happen. Clark County should get something. We'll see what happens for us there, but we do need a little bit.
We do. Then wait for me to cut my grass before it rains.
Oh, you hadn't done that yet?
I ain't had time.
Howdy.
Some of us had to work all weekend.
You've been hanging out at a runway for about a week there.
I tell you, I feel like I was back in the Navy again.
In the Navy.
Oh, man.
So things are getting normal again?
It is. It's getting back. We had to get all our equipment moved back. And thank you for everybody that stopped by our tent and supported the dive team. We appreciate that so much. You're going to see us around town. We've still got some more stuff to sell as a fundraiser for our dive team. But overall, it was a great weekend. And, nothing happened out there. It was safe.
Yeah, it was
Still got people that are upset. I'm with you. I know they've heard the complaints, and I promise you they'll be worked out.
Hope so. I hope so. And there will be another air show. And as we briefly touched on it yesterday, and I get this. I don't care who you are. If you paid some money to get a particular seat and sponsored something, you want to be there. And if you didn't get in, I totally get that. I don't think anybody would fault you over that.
No, and you have the right to be upset. Be upset at the right people is all I'm going to say. But overall, you can call it a war, you can call it a conflict, whatever it is, we're in the middle of that. And you're talking unexpected 35,000 people converge in one day.
Well, it's designed to keep people out.
To a facility designed to keep people out, not let people in, much less 35,000. It will be different next time. I can just go ahead and tell you that they're going to look.
You're trying to say they took
make
notes?
Some changes. Oh, I know for a fact that notes were took, meetings were had, and we've got teams over there that's. I doubt that same logistics company is going to get rehired. But overall, every single one of y'all were safe. That, inside itself, is a key factor. You could go let your hair down, enjoy your show, and not worry about a single thing. I can tell you they could probably, we've got the new Air Force One coming out. Mm-hmm. With all the knives that were taken, they could have probably melted them down and had enough metal to build a new 747.
Yeah, and again, when they say you can't bring something in, you can't bring something in, and that slows.
And that was a huge thing of slowing people down. People did not read the do's and the don'ts, and it was on everything all over the country of what you can and can't do. And people were going, okay.
And it's almost if you need someone with a sign that goes down, traffic coming in with a sign that says if you've got a weapon of any sort, you can't get in, or just friendly reminders, I think, and then it would have saved time.
It would, and just a lot of people that didn't follow the rule, whether you didn't know or could have forgot, but that slowed a lot of that traffic down was the people who did not follow the rules.
I emptied my vehicle and it raised 2 inches.
How much gas did you save?
Well, this could be considered something.
Man.
And I'll be honest about this, Odie. And after I sit back and look at it, my first thought was, well, maybe we should have had it at Key Field. So it would have been a military base. But if you look at it, there's just not enough room there to handle the parking for that many people. It wouldn't have worked.
Well, it's not just the parking, and it's not just the people there at the air show. You have to protect the area around. You're in an air show. They fly close. They do loop-de-loops. They do stunts. They're showcasing. So you have to make sure you don't have an interstate that far away or a fuel farm with 80 million gallons of gasoline that far away.
Odie.
Because you have to prepare for the worst.
So,
and
you ready for my question? Whose brother-in-law got that approved to begin with?
just put it at the end of the runway. It'll be okay.
80 million gallons of fuel. There was a problem with the airplane. Oh, it'll be okay.
All right, it's just an airport. But
I mean, we could put it on the east side of town and there would have been a problem. But no, go ahead and put it at the end of the runway with a bunch of fuel. That was...
Yeah, and I can't remember who was first.
I don't know. I'm assuming the tanks were there first. I'm assuming.
I'm not real sure.
But,
so it's not going to be. And I know in years past they had a small air show, but nothing like that. So just be prepared. Pensacola has long lines of waiting, but didn't have conflicts going on either. So the key thing was everybody was safe. Kudos for the Navy security out there. The command staff out there did an awesome job. Everybody that got in, I'll say, because my hearts go out to each and every one of y'all. My sister, God bless her soul, she had to stay in that line too.
Well, she actually parked on the side of the road and just watched it.
That was Sunday. That was Sunday. She did fight the crowd, and they did get in. And no, she didn't get special treatment from her old brother sneaking her in. She had to stand in just like everybody else.
Kayla says they need to take notes from the SEC to get tons of people through the security checks fast.
Oh, do you know they're designed to do that? That's what they do.
I've never been to an SEC.
They build these stadiums to get those people in.
Well, Odie, all I can tell you is I went to Mississippi State once.
Did anybody else show up?
I don't know, because it took me an hour to get where I was going. That's the most horrifying, and I'll never go back. Angie got me tickets to go see, it was when Dak was there, and we went up to watch the game, and they put me in some nosebleed in heights, and it was inch by. Y'all have no idea the fear I have of heights. It's horrible.
Did you look down at the game and watch it?
No, I sat still. It was getting to my seat that was horrible. You had to go through all these corridors, and it was straight up, and people were upset with me because they were trying to walk around me, and I was holding on to the rail, and it was downright embarrassing. So I figured this out in life. Don't embarrass yourself. Just stay at home. I ain't doing it. If I ain't comfortable, I ain't going back.
Oh, well, you didn't have to climb or nothing.
Angie's never asked me to go back again.
Yeah.
Yet she ain't either. Last night, while you were sleeping, the president decided he made a decision, and I'd watched a little bit of this last night. You know how they'll bring in the military leaders and go, "What's he going to do?" Well, I think he's got to do this, and there was some old boy, and they said, "Look, he's going to do it. I just don't know how." And what we're talking about is what's going on over in Iran, to where they have the capability of building a what's the word I'm looking for? An explosive that's bad. So he has to go in and get the uranium one way or the other. Last night he fired up one of those big aeroplanes that held a 2,000-pound bunker, and he went.
And they go way down in there. And
so I'm sure they have not had time to look and see if it took out what he wanted. But the mission is to make it to where they cannot be a threat. You know, they can hit London from where they are. They could probably, I don't know if they have the capability of hitting the United States, but I don't put anything past them. They got to be stopped.
Well, if that
bad people do bad things.
If that didn't go deep enough, now they've got a start.
Yeah, they got a place. I see where to put it.
Yeah, all right, so you just want me to hit that again.
And this is from Daily Mail. That's what it looked like last night. That little barbecue going on there. So that did go on last night. We hope to find out more about this as what happened there. He pretty serious about what he does there.
You know, I'd heard yesterday that he was talking about none of these other countries will step in and really help with the Strait of Hormuz and the way that it's being controlled. And then they got a tanker, Iranian hit a tanker yesterday, and Trump said, we're concerned about the weapons, the nuclear reactors that they've got, the nuclear weapons that they've got, and we don't get but 2% of our oil from here. So if y'all want y'all's oil, y'all can come and take care of that. We're going to take care of the missiles and the armory and the nuclear weapons that they've got. That's what we're concerned about. That's why we're over here. So y'all come save your own oil.
And that was a bunker that housed all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't know if it was actually there. You know how things get moved around over there, how people in those little countries, they'll move things in the dead of night to try to move it around where you can't get it. As we find out more information on that, we'll let you know. Already 12 minutes into the hour. We'll be right back. We got a whole lot to talk about what's gone on in the last 24 hours to fill you in. Car was stolen last night. We'll tell you about it. Those LS tractors are rolling in to Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 in Cicalina. Keith and the gang will have a LS tractor that fits your needs, from a professional end of it, or maybe it's just deer plots that you need a tractor for. Starting at a 26 horsepower, 40 horsepower, or even larger. Don't forget to ask about that 0% financing as well. Parts, a new tractor, or a tall tale. Drop in today to Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. Call them at 626-8759. That's Freeman Tractor. Rockhouse Gun and Pound, located at 5430 Highway 19 North, is ready for spring. From weed eaters to push and riding lawnmowers, and one of the largest selections you'll find in chainsaws, along with power tools and generators for backup power. Maybe you're in the market for a TV or maybe a guitar. And not to mention a large selection of diamond rings and Louis Vuitton purses. The Rockhouse Gun and Pawn even has a private lobby for your pawns for confidentiality. Visit them today, Highway 19 North, Rockhouse Gun and Pawn. The Scotty Ray Report studio is sponsored by Environment Masters, providing hassle-free heating and cooling, plumbing, and electrical services since 1957, and now serving Meridian homeowners.
On a hot day chasing crime in Meridian, to make a man thirsty, there's no better way than an ice-cold Coca-Cola to quench your thirst.
Or an ice-cold Diet Coke if you prefer that flavor.
No matter where you're at, stop by a local store and support that store and Meridian Coca-Cola. They're supporting us every day.
Welcome back. Good morning to Debbie joining us from Dalewood. I glanced over when she said Dalewood, and I thought, at this distance, I thought that said Dollywood. I thought, wow, because she put a butterfly on it.
Oh, yeah.
That's Dolly's big, or it used to be her big trademark, was that butterfly.
Tell you, that's the first I've heard about it, so I did pull it up real quick. Yeah, 3.9 magnitude earthquake, 550 miles from Baton Rouge in the Gulf of America. A small one, the last one before that was back in 2006, September 10th, 2006, which is a 5.9. So no damage was reported on this, so that's a good thing.
But
so,
a small earthquake for the Gulf Coast region there.
That's right.
As you know, we brought up this story yesterday about this guy. As we learn more details about this, and still not everything is really specific of what we know. But an elderly man, and we say elderly, he was 67, his life was taken by this man.
We're almost there.
We got a decade or so to go. Hush. But his life was taken, left lying in a street, and then a truck was stopped. And it doesn't explain how he got it stopped, but it worded it as he hitched a ride. That man also lost his life at the hands of this man. Wow. And as the highway patrol, the SWAT teams were getting ready to move in, this guy was on the run. They were after him. They knew the general area he was in, and he attempted to break into somebody's house through their back door. And that's where justice was served, and he was taken down at that moment. A threat to society, he would have harmed more people. But again, we don't really, or at least I don't know what happened, because I've heard all types of different stories of the first gentleman that lost his life. I'd even heard at one point, this is all just talk, that limbs were piled in a road and somebody stopped and they lost their life at the hands of this man. I don't know whether that's true or not. We haven't gotten a specific from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Office exactly what went on that first victim. Second man was flagged down. But horrible situation, but it has been eliminated. Oh, Bob, elderly?
He went to his 50th class reunion Saturday, and a bunch of old folks showed up.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we're not far behind you, Bob. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So you mean the Second Amendment right most likely saved a few more lives?
Correct. That is 100% correct there.
Protect you, your family, and those around you.
Yes, sir. We had a boo-boo on Highway 19 yesterday. This was minor. It blocked the lane of travel there for a moment. A car and a trailer kind of involved with each other. A little fender bender there, so to speak there. Nothing too major. Now, something that we need to remind everybody, because this will sneak up on you, and it's not that you don't know or anything like that, but coming up Friday, we've got Lauderdale County offices are going to be closed.
Yep.
For Good Friday.
Good Friday.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. The city is not closed on Good Friday because they use a different holiday. Isn't that the way it usually works?
In the past, it was. They take. What is it? There's another holiday that they take
that the county does not.
County people don't. So, but this Good Friday will be closed. Now, your dumpsters that you can go to the
county
facilities and use, they'll reopen Saturday, but they'll be closed as well.
So that's good news there. But to me, Good Friday is a very worthy holiday to take. It reminds us of why we're all here, and so I support that 150% there.
I'm getting that the city takes Confederate Memorial Day off.
Martin Luther King. Same day.
2 different days.
No, they're celebrated on the same day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's Martin Luther King / Robert E. Lee. The Robert E. Lee portion is no longer really looked at, but it is.
Yeah, but I think that's different from Confederate Memorial Day.
It's going to be January the 20th, if I am not mistaken. There is
Martin Luther King Day is
correct.
Let's go. Let me see here.
Well, I could be wrong. I don't know. Take a look there. As Odie looks that up, I'll look up some other things that we're looking at that's going to be taking place. I wonder, here we go. Amnesty Day is also coming up in Lauderdale County. This is going to be here before we know it on April the 18th. At high noon, 8 a.m. until noon is Household Hazardous Waste Day. You can drop this by. It's going to be on Windmill Drive, right off of Highway 39. It's easy access in and out. I've taken my stuff over there. If you've got motor oil, if you've got tires, it's easy to do. They've got a assembly line that's separated, and you just put what you got in each one and roll on. You're out of there.
Yeah, and this is for Lauderdale County residents. The city will have theirs, but this is for those who live in the county. So Amnesty Day, take everything you got.
So what did you find?
It's the last Monday in April, and this is for anyone who was the war between the states and lost their life is being observed on this day. So Yep, last Monday in April.
I was reading something this morning. The chair that Grant sat in and the chair that Lee sat in still exist. That's about all that was left. After that treaty was signed, it was like poof into the house and everybody took something.
Yeah.
And that did happen that day because everybody that was there knew that was a moment in time.
They wanted a piece of the pie.
Yeah, and those two chairs and the desk that they signed it on did survive. And then later that home would burn and then they rebuilt it identical to the way. And it's a museum now if you're ever that way to see that. So anyway, there you go, a little history there for you this morning. All right, so now that we know those two dates and why they're coming. That's good to know. We've got a lot of events that are right around the corner as well as we get ready. We'll have two big events all in one day. We'll be over Newton as the Loose Caboose on April 11th takes place. Car shows galore. They're going to be giving away trophies. I hope you can make it out for this. Arts and crafts galore.
Anything, all kind of stuff is going to be there.
This is a showing of the way it does. And again, great sponsors. They're with them every year, the Loose Caboose. And if you've never been, we see the veterans there every year.
Oh, every single year. It's downtown Newton. You can't miss it. Get off the Interstate, go down and take your first right at the big four-way stop and go by the old Walmart. And you get up to the top of the little hill, take a left. It will take you straight down in there to it. There'll be some signs. And
Scott McQuaig is going to be playing.
Scott McQuaig will be there. Motorcycles will be there. And then there's a motorcycle, or is that it?
That's it right here.
Okay.
The motorcycle.
The motorcycle show. Yeah.
So a little bit of both. That's going to be down by the railroad tracks. And then the car show is up the hill by the bank, as always. But easy to get into. I hope you'll do that. And also, we'll talk about a lot of. We've got a Easter egg hunt coming up this weekend. We'll tell you about.
Yeah.
He's coming. I saw him yesterday at the co-op.
Hopped right on along.
He was up in my truck. We'll be right back.
Yeah, our system went out at the worst possible time, so we called environment masters, and the technician came out pretty quickly, did a lot of troubleshooting. He explained to me what the issue was, and it turned out it was an easy fix, and they had us up pretty quickly.
Our technicians don't just pass a test and then go to work. We have continuous on-site training both on equipment and customer care. Our senior technicians each have decades of experience and are always available. There's literally nothing that our team hasn't seen, so you can trust we know what we're doing. That's hassle-free plumbing and AC.
Spring is here, grass is growing, and your mower, yeah, it's still not ready. Don't fight it another season. Head to Parrish Tractor for our Kubota zero-turn spring deals. Right now, you can get into a new Kubota zero-turn Z232 KW 42 mower for just $5,299 or as low as $125 a month. More than a tractor store.
Welcome back as we head to this Easter weekend. And again, we want to stress you about how important to realize what Easter is. Someone gave their life for us, where us sinners can make it into heaven too. And that's what we celebrate here throughout the United States and all across the world. With that comes some fun, which is Easter egg hunting, a tradition that started some time back. We've got two Easter egg hunts here that's going to be taking place on Friday out at Velma Young Park, 10 a.m. I'll always go to this one. It's a bunch of kids that show up for this. And again, on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock at Highland Park. And it's more kids than you can shake a stick at when they say go.
4,000 eggs with a golden egg prize. Candy music, bouncy houses.
3 age divisions.
Yeah. And then Saturday, Love Now is doing one at Northeast Park. From 1 to 3.
Can't miss that. That's a fun area also.
Yeah. And so this is going to be full days. You've got 3 of them right there, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that you can participate in. Take the kids, but teach them that this is celebrating our risen King. That's a king. Not this no King's
Yeah, right.
Day.
Yeah.
We don't have one. We did away. No King's Day was back in 1776. We're going to celebrate that.
What'd they call it? The shot heard around the world.
A shot heard around the world.
They used to do that in the little the comic thing that used to come on TV. The cartoon.
Yeah.
I don't know if that.
I'm not sure, but we're going to celebrate 250 years this year of not having a king. So that's when we celebrate our new No King's Day is July 4th. Join us.
Yes, be there with us. It's going to be a big show there.
Yeah.
We got a road closing this morning that's going to start off at 8 o'clock. That's really going to affect a few folks there. The Lauderdale County Road Bridge advises there at Fisher Road is going to be temporarily closed as they replace a cross-drain pipe. So that begins at 8 o'clock this morning. However long it takes to put it back together, as to how long it will be. So keep it in mind, Fisher Road, Lauderdale County, you got an issue coming up a little bit later there.
Get that done. Bob said make sure if you do these Easter egg hunts that the 3 age groups is kids, teens, and Bidens. So make sure that you get in the right one.
Bet he was involved in a few Easter egg hunts.
He hit his own.
He did. And everybody at the White House going, no, there's nothing wrong with him.
Follow
He's
the sidewalk,
perfect.
sir. Follow the sidewalk. Take a right. Take a right.
I remember that morning, me and you were sitting here before the show began, and we watched it, and he just, woof,
He just
off
kept
into the
going
grass.
off in the
And then
grass.
somebody runs behind him.
Sir, it's over here.
And let's be honest about this. It depends upon who you are as to how physically able you are. There are some 90-year-olds that you would swear are 60. There are some that are 60 that you would swear 110 and just can't move like they used
Look
to.
at Don. He gets around at 85.
Oh, boy. You really have opened up that. Nestor, right here.
Well, I didn't throw his whole name out there. That was his one.
Well, that's what I call him, is Nestor. He sends me ugly text messages throughout the day.
Car show for volunteer. That's the 11th, I believe, isn't it, for Lost Gap Fire Department?
No, that's this coming up this
That's
weekend.
this coming weekend.
This
Okay.
weekend.
Lost Gap Volunteer Fire Department car show at QV Sykes. So,
we'll
yes,
go out for
thank
that.
you for reminding us. Or reminded me, anyway.
Yeah. You'll have to remind me.
All right, we'll do that.
But always fun. And they've moved it down to the park, so it'll be more room.
Yeah, they outgrew it.
Yeah,
Quick.
quickly. I think Hercules will be out there as well.
I believe so. I believe you're right. You know, Hercules spent the weekend out at the air show as well.
Huh.
So,
All right, then.
and Newton brought theirs.
So Jody
Had a good
actually
time.
moved
Wait a
around a
minute.
little
No,
bit.
it was Kipper,
Kemper? Okay.
I think.
Kemper's got one. It's black.
Yeah, it was
Big
Kipper.
one.
I don't know why I was saying Newton. Kipper in Lauderdale.
Theirs is tan. If you go west to Newton, theirs is
That's
tan.
right. That's right. Because we rode in here.
Yeah.
So yes, it was Kemper. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but Kemper, SO and SWAT, and Lauderdale County SO SWAT.
It's okay. I got
worked
holidays
together
confused a while ago.
Yeah. But they did an awesome job out there. Everybody that was involved with the security, the everything, man, kudos. They stayed in that gear all day long.
Tommy, if a Easter egg hunt has been moved, the city has not made us aware of it. So I'll double check in a minute to see if the city has released something. I hadn't gotten an email on it, but we'll double check that to make sure. As of this moment there, well, I've got it listed as Sunday. We'll find out there. Let's see what else happened. This was major last night. Traffic was shut down for hours upon hours, Odie, as we look at this. This was I-20. If you'll notice this, it was shut down at 4 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock, it was still shut down.
Wow.
So they were rerouting traffic off of I-20. This, I don't know if there was loss of life at this point, but this was some that right there at the Utah exit, mile marker 45 eastbound on I-20 in Alabama, just past Livingston is where that would happen. I got call after call of folks that were in that area.
Man.
That were having some issues. So we get that as
Tough.
it
And
is.
Sometimes there's no way to reroute someone.
That's correct.
Man, we just hate that.
Now let's cover a story that would develop late last night, and as always, we always put this until we get 125% confirmation that it's been. The detectives have gone through it. We can only tell you what we know at this point. But there was gunfire last night, Odie. This would be on Highway 80 West. As we look here, right there, this is going to be near Western Gardens. And from my understanding, a guy in a pink jacket produced a weapon and fired it at someone, and then he got so angry he took their car away from him. And that would be the situation, and now we are looking for said car. If you happen to see a gold 2014 Honda Accord, they would like to have it back. He probably drove it somewhere and just left it, but that was the situation there. We'll wait to see what we hear from the Meridian Police Department on this matter, but car was taken from somebody that was not really willingly wanting them to take it. But if you're wearing a pink jacket and you've got a weapon, I think I'll let you have it too. You need it more than I do. Here.
You need something. So we are getting a update straight from Meridian, City of Meridian Facebook page. Easter egg hunt update. Highland Park has been moved to Saturday, April 4th at 10 a.m. The proactive change helps to ensure a safe and enjoyable event for our families. We will see you there. All is welcome.
Well,
So, good catch on that. And Chris, no, I didn't know all the rodders for the F-22 were made here in Meridian. Well, good deal. Rudders, not rodders. Rudders.
Yeah,
right over here at Lockheed.
There it is. They put that up about 12 hours ago. Yep. Didn't know that.
Yep. So thank you, Debbie. And Melody sending me ding, 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 getting that. But
we'll be right back as we continue and get our dates all worked out there. Yeah.
Welcome to Parker's Wholesale, located on I-59 South at exit 80. Easy to find. Huge building. They're loaded up with toys, all your seasonal items. It's clean, it's neat, it's easy to shop. They got gloves, they got bolts of material for the people that want to redo stuff. They got plumbing, electrical, hunting items, fishing items, everything for all your needs. Go by and see them, Parker's Wholesale.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
At the Back Porch, we're bringing families back together for fun, food, and all the things you love to enjoy around your home. Every event starts with a great grill, great cookware, and accessories. Add in some locally sourced meat and dairy, along with frozen vegetables and casseroles, and over 500 brands of spices and sauces. Relax in our chairs, swings, daybeds, and have fun with our cornhole boards. From coolers to trailers, we have everything you need. When you see the big chair, you've made it to the Back Porch.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. I asked Odie a question while we were in break as we were getting ready for this segment here.
Oh, smart. I surprised him. I knew it.
It's all because you could read, and I didn't realize it was square in front of you. But every now and then, country music is noted for having cheating songs. Let's just get down to it.
A lot of them.
Conway wrote the playbook on it.
Yeah.
The guy that started all this, John Anderson, has done this song. Johnny Cash has done this song. The list goes on. But the guy that done it originally was a guy named Lefty Frizzell. He was born on this date in 1928. Anybody remember Lefty? But if you've never heard The Long Black Veil, it's about a lady that at midnight, Odie, she slips out to the graveyard and she visits it. She places a few flowers on it. She disappears wearing black. She can't let anybody see her there.
They didn't know who she was.
Well, they hung an innocent man, all because he couldn't tell where he was. He's on the stand and he's accused of murder. And everybody there says the man who ran looks a lot like you. But he didn't speak a word because he'd been in the arms of his best friend's wife. And he could not tell that he was in an affair with his best friend's wife.
Wow.
So he died at the gallows to protect her honor.
Alibi.
Yep.
So that was the picture that he put up there and says, "Do you know this guy?" I said, "I do." He said, "Do you know what he sings?" I said, "Yeah, Long Black Veil." He said, "Well, you got that right." Then he turned around and looked and he goes, "Well, it's because it's right there." I said,
that would be.
I couldn't cheat.
Do you know his brother?
No.
David Frizzell.
Okay, another name.
You know anything else he might have done?
You got some cheat sheets you can put up there?
You remember the song, "I worked 10 hours on a John Deere tractor"?
Yeah.
Just thinking of you all day. You're the reason God made Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah, now I know that.
You know, Blake Shelton re-recorded that. Shelley West done that originally with David Frizzell. David, I'm going to hire wino to decorate our home.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll
I
feel
like
more
that
at
one.
ease here.
So you'll stay here.
Yeah, really the only 2 hits that he ever had. He's probably out there somewhere trying to sing a note now, but that was the only 2 hits that he really ever had.
Yeah.
This guy has such a distinctive voice, Odie. I watched him in a movie called The Dead Zone. He happened to be on the yacht the night that Natalie Wood would disappear, and he had something to do with I Need More Cowbell. Christopher Walken, born on this date in 1943.
He's good. Colton, I'm with you on that. Old boy wouldn't have to die quietly if he hadn't been with his best friend's wife. I'm kind of in the back of my mind, he got what he deserved.
Hush up. It's a country song. I'm thinking she egged it on.
Oh, doesn't matter. You need to know your limit.
Back in 1945, a show that all of us loved. I don't care what walk of life you come from. If you've ever sat down and watched this show, you like Rollo also. Sanford and Son.
Yep.
Nathan
if you
Taylor.
Go back and watch it. Now, if you've never seen Sanford and Son, go watch this.
Odie, if I am not mistaken, Nathan died not too long ago. Let me Google that. Nathan Taylor, wasn't that his name?
Yes.
I want to say, I need to put in Sanford and Son.
There we go. Oh, it's Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. Yeah, he passed away in 19. I thought so there. But, man, he was a big star.
He was.
And Fred didn't like him.
Fred didn't like nobody.
Well, that's true. You big dummy.
You fish-eyed fool. Oh, man.
Everybody needs a little Aunt Esther in their neighborhood.
Bob Redfox, his name was Sanford, and his brother's name was actually Fred G. Sanford. And he used that name because of a promise he gave his brother. His brother died, and he had told his brother he was going to be famous one day. And when his brother lost his life, there was no way for him to be famous. So he turned around and named his character Fred G. Sanford after his brother. And so he could turn around and said, I told you I'll make you famous. And now you are.
So your wife is telling us that Dave Matthews did a cover of Long Black Veil.
Now, I tell you what, she knows, especially Dave Matthews.
They was big. I don't know their music, but I know that they were a humongous band.
And I like them. I really do. But now she really does know her stuff on Dave Matthews. And she can, I'm telling you, you get 2 notes and she can tell you who, what, where, when about it.
I can do it in country. I can't always. And I found myself since this weekend humming, what's his name songs all weekend.
Oh, yeah.
Elton John.
Elton John. You was humming it this morning.
Yeah, I had one of them stuck in my head. That guy was good, y'all. You don't realize how many songs Elton John had until you're there for 2 hours. And you go, wow.
Yeah, he always said that the G stood for something different.
Every show.
Every show. Oh, man. Yeah. Get some more of that sham pimple. Sham ripple.
Ripple. There was only one star on this show, and it was Vinnie Barbarino.
Mr. Carter.
Mr. Carter. Gabe, the head guy there, was born on this day. Kaplan was his name. A show that has been really forgotten. You never see that show in reruns anymore. It's fading away. The guy, who was it? This guy.
And look, we would not be where we are today if this is not for him.
He invented it, didn't he?
He invented the internet, and if we didn't have the internet, we wouldn't have this show. Thank you, Al Gore, for the invention of the internet.
I think someone told a fib.
Yeah. That's not the only one.
A lot of claims. I never watched Cheers, but I remember this lady from it. Seemed like she was a barmaid or something in it.
I think she was just there to drink, maybe.
Oh, okay. She was a local alcoholic. I'm sorry.
I can't remember either. I did watch it.
I watched 1 or 2 episodes. It just was never one of my favorites there. Shirley, you remember her from the Flower Child show there. The Partridge Family. Wasn't that what she was from? Shirley Jones, born in 1954?
Now, I watched the Waltons, but I never did get into the Partridge.
No, because they were far out there, man. That was not my kind of show.
It was sham pimple. Yeah. Champagne and Ripple
That's
made
Danny
Sham Pipple.
DeVito's ex-wife? He had to get a ladder.
Well, he was not tall enough to see what she really looked like.
I would have never known that. Oh, Shaq, Sandy White.
Hey, yeah.
I bet Sandy would.
She was the bartender. Okay.
I thought so. I bet Sandy would date a fellow that looked like Horseshack. You ever just think of that magic couple? I can see Sandy doing that.
If RW wasn't so old, he'd have a chance.
I saw RW
But
this weekend.
He's got enough girlfriends now. I think he's got, 4 girlfriends and then a bunch of acquaintances.
He said to pass along to you to hush because you were really messing up his extracurricular activities.
I belay that.
Y'all, it's Casanova. I watched him in action.
Oh, he can do it.
He's slick. He is slick.
I started to follow him around one day and take notes, but I couldn't keep up with him.
As a matter of fact, I've seen Chuck Roberts following him around trying to write down the lines on piece of paper.
Yeah,
hang on a second. Say that again, RW.
Yeah, one more. Slow down just a little bit.
Most of you will know this song when it came back to the Future.
Oh yeah.
The real thing happened in 1958. Way back in the hills of Tennessee, lived a country boy. His name was Johnny B. Good. Chuck Berry. Boy, that was good stuff. Good stuff. It would be 1971 that the final episode would happen today. And that happened. Wow. The Johnny Cash Show came to an end.
Wasn't that something?
We wouldn't have a Chris Christopherson if it wasn't for that show, and it wouldn't be for the fact that Johnny ignored him when they told him he couldn't sing his song. They said it's got a cuss word in it, and he goes, well, I'm doing it anyway. And he did it. And it became a national hit.
Oh boy. Ooh.
This is my hero, y'all. Gunsmoke ended in 1975. Matt Dillon done the right thing. It didn't matter what. He stood in the streets for justice every single day.
Never did marry. What was her name?
Miss Kitty.
Miss Kitty.
How could you forget Miss Kitty?
It's still early.
You got to remember
I'm
now.
still 2 weeks away from recovering from this weekend.
Glenn Campbell had another number one in 77 with Southern Nights, if y'all remember that. That's been a while ago. Back in 98, Kenny Chesney was becoming popular. It took him a few years to get there, but that's how forever felt. Can you believe that was 98? Oh, man.
Wow, how time flies. We're at the end of March now.
We are. Going into April, this will be the first quarter.
Yeah, tomorrow will be Clayton Day.
Is it his birthday?
April Fool's Day.
Oh, it is Clayton Day. Y'all be careful. That man will be loose somewhere reaping havoc on...
You know he's got his planning sheet going right now.
Somebody gonna get it from Clayton. Brandon Lee, Bruce Lee's son, would pass away today back in 93.
Wasn't it The Crow
yes,
or
that
something?
was his... Got killed on the set, didn't he?
Yes.
And Selena, she was big too, wasn't she?
She was, yeah.
95 when that happened. We've lost so many good people. And this guy, Baby's got her blue jeans on. Down by the corner, stand up, tell everybody about it, and when you get down the fiddle and you get down the bow, Louisiana, Saturday night. We would lose Mel McDaniel today back in 11. So a lot of great stars we lost on this date as we look back on history just for a moment there.
I got to show out a congratulations. So Memory yesterday finished her 12 weeks of chemo.
That's good.
So now she's got 4 weeks of immunotherapy and then a daily chemo pill for 4 weeks. So this is almost over, but 12 weeks she has been fighting and fighting. She's doing good. And Angel, I love you. I hope you have a good day today. But yesterday finished those chemo treatments, having to go 12 weeks down there and sitting there. So happy for you. Continuing to pray for her, and thanks for everybody who has sent prayers her way. She's doing good.
That's wonderful. We're glad to hear that. More coming up at the Scotty Ray Report as we keep this morning going for you.
Sipping savory drinks, yeah, fill your cup. Good food, good folks, let loose on the night's track. Every sip, every bite, only at the max.
For over 40 years, you've been able to count on Watt Equipment in DeKalb, Mississippi. They've got your Massey Ferguson's brand new 23 up to 135 horse cab and air tractors. They've got all your hay equipment needs, all your bush hogs. If your tractor needs it, they got it. Also remember, they service all makes and models, whether it's green, orange, blue, red, or yellow. They can get your parts in, they can do your service on your equipment. Don't forget Watt Equipment, DeKalb, Mississippi.
If your car needs any kind of maintenance, see our friends at Eastgate Tire Service in Marion, Mississippi. They've been doing this for over 35 years. It started out with Matthew's dad, and they're still doing business today. That's tires, oil. Welcome back. We were talking about Yellowstone, and of course it spun off 2 new TV shows, which is going to be the one with Rip in it, and then the one with Marshalls, which I hear is really, really good, that has the other brother in it. But I did not know, Odie, and this snuck out of nowhere, that Taylor Sheridan, who also does... what is it, 1880? He does...
1942...
Stallone.
Tulsa King...
Landman.
Now, does he have anything to do with the 2 spin-offs of Yellowstone?
Yes, that's his too.
All right, so he's got those. Now, because of Tulsa King, there's a spin-off of it that's going to be taking place with Samuel L. Jackson there in New Orleans. He's going to start his little area.
Ever stop?
So,
but wait, it's like the 1995 special. There's more.
Yeah, there's more.
I have not heard of this. This is a new series that began the 14th of this month, and it's called Touching and Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a Western, and they're saying that it broke the records of Yellowstone debuting. I have not heard of it. It takes a family that moves from the city to the country. Kurt Russell's in it, and they're saying it is absolutely good. Kurt's getting on up there.
Might be good.
It takes place in Montana, so we look to see what happens with this. I know nothing more than that.
The Marshall, I haven't seen it yet. I've heard some...
I heard good reviews on it.
Better reviews on it than the other spinoff with Rip. And I hadn't watched it. I'm about at the point where...
Had enough?
No, I enjoyed the shows, and I still enjoy the shows. But it's taken him forever to start another season, and he hadn't finished writing this one before he starts something else.
What do you call that when you got that where you can't help yourself? You jump from one thing to the next. What's that called? ADD?
ADHD?
Yeah, that may be what...
I've got that, too.
I think he's got a taste of it. It's right.
But, yeah.
But he's good at what he does. The guy's incredible. We got.
But if he would...
Stay focused
on one and then continue another one. When one burns out, he'd say, hey, I got another one right here. He'd have some back in the back. It'd be like Prince. Prince had more songs that were not published than he did have published.
That's true.
And he could be the same way. He could have more continuing on with #1 shows. But
I want to recap this. I checked with the Mississippi Forestry Commission, and here's where we are on this. 4,200 acres in Mississippi is caught fire. They've got this thing 70% contained at this point, Odie. This is a huge brush fire that's taking place in Carroll County, Mississippi. And if you've seen any of the aerial footage from the Mississippi Forestry Commission, it's unreal. Now, with that being said, I thought we'd put out who actually has burn bans in the state of Mississippi right now. Knoxville and Lowndes County do, and then you've got to go up here to the state line. To our west, Rankin, Hines, Copiah, and Jefferson Davis have burn bans. Lauderdale does not, Newton, Scott, any of these areas don't at this point. We hope to get a little rain, and this will help with this forest fire that they've been fighting also, and all these other little things. A forest fire can quickly jump out of control. We battled a big one here in Lauderdale County. We had, 4 show up Saturday?
Yeah, 4 fire departments showed up to help with it. Man. All right, so Taylor bought the 4.6s in Montana, so Todd is telling us the 4.6s in Texas. He just bought that ranch, too.
It was about a year ago, yeah. He actually owns it. And that is a humongous ranch, a big one there. Odie's allergies getting the best of him there. He's going into allergy corner over there.
Man, I tell you what, thank goodness them trees ain't alive. So he's definitely got some land. Pam, thank you so much. And you've got 9 more to go. So prayers for you, and the end's coming. They brought in, I believe, 2 helicopters, Austin, to help, or flying, maybe one from here, and they brought one in from Colorado to help dump water there in Carroll County. If we don't do anything going in and burning prescribed burns where it gets rid of the fuel that sits there, all the duff and all that stays in our forest, when we have something like this, it can become dangerous. And that's why Mississippi didn't really have the wildfires that California had, because we had the men and women that were able to keep up with the amount of fuel that was laying on the ground under these trees. California, if it failed, it stayed there, and they never went in and maintained it. It was proactive. But we've got to get back into being proactive in our forests so we don't have this type of fire. Man, it's tough.
Okay.
Thank you, Maria.
I don't know if you remember me bringing this up, that a Florida hospital, Tallahassee, had to sue a woman. She was in the hospital, and they said, you can go home.
Yeah.
5 months later, she wouldn't leave, and they sued to have her evicted from the hospital. I've never heard of anybody wanting to stay, but she wouldn't go. They have now dropped the lawsuit. She finally left on her own. I bet that they're going to send her a bill. She ain't going to pay it, but...
What happened to the day where you went in there and grabbed these folks by the ear and you twist it and you drag them down the hallway, and when they get outside the door, you kick them with a good Lord split them and tell them to go on the way? And that's the problem. You can't do that.
That's correct.
You don't live here. You don't own this. Get out.
They ain't going to let you do that no more, though, because there's a judge that will rule in favor of the opposing party.
Yes, you can stay there for free.
They allow that.
That's tough.
Toughen up, America. That's all we're saying there.
Yeah. Come on.
We have a father that has been charged. They're going to end up charging him with murder in Kosciuszko. Infant, a domestic abuse case, and the child has passed away. That's going to be ugly. It breaks our heart to even bring that up at all there. It shakes you to the core for something like that to happen. So that did happen. And let's see here. What was that I was going to bring up? We did have some other gunfire last night that I didn't bring up earlier when we were talking. This would be just off of 8th Street. No one was hurt, but this would happen on Valley Street there around the 3800 block last night. No one injured, no one hurt. That's the good news that we can tell you about that whole little situation there.
Diane, I don't know if my allergies are the Easter bunnies or not, but have y'all seen the Easter bunnies, the 2026 Easter bunnies? They don't have eyes. You go downtown where they sell these Easter bunnies, they don't have eyes. It's just the shape of an Easter bunny with a couple of ears, looks like a shadow that's colored.
Really?
No eyes. There's no eyes on yours.
I haven't noticed. Really?
You don't have eyes on that Easter bunny back there. They don't come with them no more.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, he can't see.
He can't see where to go down the bunny trail. How does he know where to hide the egg?
Good point there. Have you noticed this in stores lately? Yellow caps on Coca-Cola bottles?
No. I just opened them suckers up and drank a good old ice cold Coca-Cola, but I hadn't.
Happens every year right around to celebrate Easter. They'll get rid of the red cap for Easter. Put some yellow ones on there for a few weeks there. That's what that represents if you happen to bump into a Coca-Cola product that's got a yellow cap on it. Thought you might want to know that.
And the Mexican Coke made with cane sugar.
That's a stout one.
Yeah.
The good stuff there. Don't get no better than that.
It don't.
We'll be right back.
Bring on long days, sweltering heat, and acres that just won't end. Exmark mowers were born to deliver legendary reliability, signature cut quality, and stubborn durability that refuses to give in. Because like you, Exmark mowers were built for this. Visit your local dealer or explore an Exmark online for special finance offers available now.
When your windshield cracks, you need someone you can trust. At Advanced Auto Glass by Joey, experience matters. We handle everything from rock chips to full replacements, even power window repair, servicing all vehicle types. Let us keep you safe and back on the road. We are local, proud to serve you with honest, reliable service. Call us today at 601-286-3405. Advanced Auto Glass by Joey, certified, trusted, local.
Hi folks, Paul Brown with Dixie Buildings. We're here to take care of all your building needs for your personal and your business needs. That includes portable buildings, carports, sheds. Don't forget your hunting camps are coming in. You can start out with our 8x10s. If we cannot haul it, we can.
Well, that was quick.
It's us again.
Yes, it is. Today, a beautiful day. Now, again, we want to remind you about what's happening with the weather. We got a 50% chance of rain late. That's going to roll in sometime after 5 p.m. Rain chances will be up and down this week as we move toward the weekend of it possibly raining. That's what we're expecting. We'll keep you up to date on all of that. But some showers today, increasing to a 60% chance tomorrow. Thursday gets a little bit better there. It'll dip down and then jump back up Friday and Saturday. So we'll get wet at some point, just depending on where you are and how Mother Nature feels.
Yeah.
We're going to get to a high of about 82 today before it's all said and done. So keep it in mind. If anything ever threatens, we'll be there to tell you about it. On top of it there. Birthdays, have we got any this morning there, Otis?
This is going to be a list. Y'all hold on.
Uh-oh.
Todd Tuberville and Taylor Kennedy.
That's it?
That's all we got for
yesterday?
today. Yeah, we got one already for tomorrow, but today only those two right there. And Terry, I'm with you. I'd rather stay on a cruise ship than in a hospital. Pick your residence. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, anyway, I didn't realize all that. So,
and now let's get to the main thing.
Yes, sir. At the end of every show, we always have to leave you with a Bible verse. And today we've got Odie choosing one.
No, the app chooses for me.
Okay.
Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. Because if I pre-read it, I'd mess it up. Matthew 20, verse 28. Just as the Son of Man did not come to be saved, but to serve and to give his life for a ransom for many. You know, he did beg God to find another way. But God said the only way is you give your life so that all others will have everlasting life. For every single one of us. And God shed his blood for me, and he shed his blood for you. And all we've got to do is accept Jesus Christ into our heart, be our Lord and Savior, because he is the only true way to the kingdom of God. Only through him. And he gave his life, and we're getting ready to celebrate the day he came back. He was risen, and it's his day, Sunday. Y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all have a good time. We love you, and we'll see you tomorrow.